Reality doesn't care if you're nice. Principle. Why do bad things happen to good people? Why do people with the biggest hearts suffer the most? What of justice? We all wish we lived in a world where God rewarded the good and punished the evil. But a quick look around shows the opposite to be true. Denial of this truth is nothing more than cognitive dissonance. To most of us, it just doesn't make sense, and that's because we're making the mistake of thinking like a human instead of thinking like the universe. The universe itself is nothing more than a system, a collection of laws that operate indiscriminately to humans. To say it more simply, when it comes to the reality that you create, the universe doesn't care if you're good or bad. The universe is unapologetically equal to all, regardless of age, regardless of circumstance, and, unfortunately, regardless of morality. When it comes to reality, the only thing the universe registers is frequency, or the state of consciousness that you are occupying. This constructs the world you live in. This unfortunate spiritual truth seems somewhat disheartening, but remember that spiritual itself means beyond the physical. It refers to beyond the third-dimensional realm, which means beyond all constructs within it such as morality, ultimately meaning they do not apply. Morality is a human construct that has been spiritualized and commercialized to make us think that being good people entitles us to the reward of a good life. It should, but it doesn't. You need to stop thinking like a human and more like the universe. To do so, you must observe how the universe actually operates rather than how you think it should. The laws and energy of the universe highlight as clear as day the bittersweet truth that we delude ourselves. Fire will treat the good and the evil the same. Rain will treat the good and the evil the same. Gravity will treat the good and the evil the same. Electricity will treat the good and the evil the same. Now apply this to the law of creation. Whatever frequency you emit will be reflected. Whatever your state of consciousness will be materialized. Whatever is within will eventually be without. The universe has never hidden how it works from us. Through our own cognitive dissonance, we've hidden how it works from ourselves, preferring to cling to the illusion of a cosmic justice without realizing the universe interprets justice as frequency, and it will never lie to you. To be clear, I do not want to live in a world without morals, respect, and integrity. Morality must exist for society to run harmoniously, but it is not enough to be a good person. The universe doesn't reward good people. It rewards those who reward themselves with a frequency which complements their desired reality. No more, no less. The true issue here isn't how the universe operates, but how we've been taught it does. Most of us were raised with the idea that if we do good, we will experience good. But life happens and confusion hits. We do good deeds, we help others, we show love and kindness, but we still suffer. You can have good morals, but with a bad mind, badness will be created every time. You can have bad morals, but with a good mind, goodness will be created every time. There's nothing wrong with being a good person. In fact, it should be encouraged. But don't think for a second that being a good person qualifies you for your desired reality. The only thing that qualifies you for your desired reality is the frequency of your desired reality. It seems as if the nicest people often have the worst frequencies, ultimately creating the worst realities. They are riddled with low confidence, low self-belief, doubt, fear, worries, and stresses without realizing each one of those components contribute to a frequency that corresponds to a reality of nothing but suffering, struggle, failure, misery, and misfortune. On the other hand, it seems as if the most evil people often have the best frequencies, ultimately creating the best realities. They are brimming with ironclad confidence, self-belief, conviction, certainty, and power, without realizing each one of those components contribute to a frequency that corresponds to a reality of nothing but success, power, prosperity, peace, and fortune. How often do we admire powerful, successful people in society, overlooking their unpleasant or immoral ways as we wallow in our virtues and suffering? The conclusion often mistakenly made is that success is directly intertwined with evil, and those who are successful must be immoral. But that is nothing more than a projection of someone's level of consciousness and their preconceived notions, which are a result of programming or self-validation. The success of their realities is a result of frequency alone. You don't have to like it, but you'd be wise to accept it. Or you can keep deluding yourself with the idea that a man-made construct exists to the universe. The only things that exist to the universe are universal constructs. You can't escape these, as you are a walking universe, a microcosm of it, a reflection of it. You are bound by the laws of the universe because they are within you. The nature of the universe is esoterically depicted in the Bible in 2 verses. That ye may be the children of your Father, which is in heaven, for he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. Matthew 5:45. Whether the evil or the good, the just or the unjust, the rain doesn't discriminate. This can be seen across the universe, its laws, and energies. Rain doesn't target certain people. It doesn't do a criminal background or a credit check, and it definitely doesn't measure your good deeds. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, "In truth, I perceive that God shows no partiality." Acts 10:34. The esoteric nature of this verse is revealed when you conceptualize God as consciousness, which is the substance of reality. Consciousness not showing partiality makes it impartial, once again referring to the idea that all treatment is equal and the impersonal nature of consciousness, which simply reflects itself into reality. Entering your desired reality isn't about becoming a righteous person. It's about becoming the right person to the universe, and that's it. Your morals do not dictate whether you deserve your desired reality. Your frequency does. Have you matched the energy of your desired reality? That is all that matters. You will forever remain in the quicksand of suffering, struggle, misfortune, and misery if you moralize the universe. You're communicating in a language it doesn't speak, but that's not even the worst part. Our notion of good and bad is nothing more than adhering to the illusion of polarity. It is a confession of our ignorance that everything is one, everyone is one, and there is no separation. This dooms us to the reality in which we trap ourselves. The universe doesn't recognize good or bad because the concept of separation only exists to us. Even on a humanistic level, good or bad is subjective, but the operation of the universe is totally objective. We normally moralize the universe in a state of frustration, irritation, apathy, or anger. We call out the heavens, "Why don't we have what we deserve? Why, despite being good people, are we still suffering? What did we do to deserve this reality?" This emits a frequency which the universe simply magnifies, plunging us deeper into the very state we hate so much. This is why those who believe they deserve better will die believing so. Their reality will not change until they realize they're playing the wrong game. You can't plead your case with the universe on why you deserve a different reality. You must become different. You must emit a different frequency. This universal truth is somewhat disillusioning, but please don't become apathetic or use it as an excuse to be an impolite, unkind, and unpleasant person. Do not forget that every individual you meet is simply the same consciousness with a different physical expression. They are you, just with another mask that God is wearing. The way you treat, think, and feel about people is ultimately what you are inviting unto yourself from a point of frequency. That doesn't mean if you do X to someone, X will be done to you. It means a frequency resonant of X will be with you because you've done it to yourself. Assuming you're a good person, uphold your morals, be polite and be kind. Just make sure that the frequency you're putting out to the universe aligns with your desired reality. That's all the universe cares about. This is a wake-up call. Stop thinking like a human and start thinking like the universe.